Hello Cancer, thank you for joining me for your general reading. This reading will be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. It is timeless in nature, so hopefully you'll get to this message when you need to hear it. All right, we have a grand water trine currently activated with the Sun in Scorpio, the Sun conjunct Venus in Scorpio, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. We have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. We have Jupiter in Cancer. And we have the North Node also in Pisces. Okay, there's a grand water trine activated. We'll see what's going on with you guys. The Sun is in your 5th house of children, fun, joy, your inner child, creative abilities, also interpersonal gifts or your creative gifts, birthday gifts. That's the 5th house. Anniversaries, trophies, rewards for doing well, winning at something. What's going on for Cancers? Thank you very much, Spirit. Cancer, what else do we need to know for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Cancers, thank you so much. What's going on with Cancers? What's going on with Cancers? Cancers. Slow down. Mercury's retrograde. And reassess is beneath that. Okay. Life is not a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. So you guys may be rushing towards a goal, rushing to end a phase. You're in a liminal space. You're in between phases right now. One phase is ending, but the next phase has not yet begun. You're in between spaces. This is like hangman energy. Hangman, maybe the 5 of Cups energy as well. 2 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. You're not ready for the next phase. You're getting prepared. So this is where you were, this is where you are, and this is where you want to be. You're trying to rush to get to this point. You're not prepared. You're not ready yet. I'm not saying it'll take years to get here. It may take days, it may take weeks, it may take months, but you're closer to this point than you think. You're closer to your future than you think, but you have to let go of some stuff. You have to learn some things. You have to observe, assess, evaluate, learn. Like, what did you learn from this previous phase? You don't want to take the mistakes or bad experiences that you've endured in this previous phase into your next phase. This is like cleaning house. You got to clean up the house before you move. Clean up the old house before you move into the new house. Don't move into the new house without the baggage from the old place there. It's like, okay, I'm moving to a new apartment or a new house, but I haven't fully emptied out the old apartment. But someone else has to move in here, or it's like your mind, it keeps going back here because you still have stuff in this old apartment. You're in your new place, newly decorated, everything brand new, but you still have stuff in this old place that you need to get rid of, unpack, throw away, give to charity, burn, do whatever. So this is an old cycle. You're in a liminal space in between. This is a whole new cycle that you're entering, and it'll probably be activated once the retrograde ends. Once retrograde season's over, you may be moving really quickly. So this is a time for clearing out excess clutter, baggage, dirt, drama, pain, memories. Clear it out. New moon's in Scorpio, your 5th house of your inner child, the 5th house of love, children, romance, fun, creativity. There is no more room left. You have to go towards the sun energy. Things have to be burned away. Get out of the moon space. Heal from childhood trauma. Heal from maternal issues, mommy problems, 4th house drama. Clear out the 4th house, your home, your mind, your relationship with your mother, emotional issues, clear that out before you begin the next phase. So there are things that you need to do in the next phase of your life that require you to be at a certain point. You must have a certain disposition, a certain amount of bandwidth to handle the responsibilities of what's coming up in the next cycle. And while you're here, you're getting prepared for that next step. So you need to be the Fool card or the World card. No baggage. Give it the baggage. I don't care what kind of baggage you have. Shame, doubt, guilt, fear, whatever it is. Steel yourself or get prepared for this next phase. You guys are very sensitive, very emotional. I won't gonna say weak, but very, what's the word I'm looking for? Impressionable, easily scared or easily discouraged from doing things. You need to be resilient, confident, aggressive, assertive, fiery, going from the moon to the sun. That's what has to happen with you guys. What's happening next for Cancer? Please articulate this message even more. Give us some more clarity, some more insight, elaborate further. What's going on with Cancers? Advice for Cancer, please. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't be ashamed of what you survived, how you've survived, what you've been through. Don't be afraid of anything or anybody. Pluto is in the 8th house. This is going to require a lot of courage to face your demons, to face your past, and to make peace with it and let it go. What's going on with Cancers? Sorrow, yes. Loss, grief, depression. There's no room for that in this next phase. Whatever you're still sorrowful about, regretful of, it's like this happened so long ago. Could have been past lives, could have been childhood, could have been years ago. This is so done. You're making it worse than what it actually is. You're still holding on to this as if it just happened. Your feelings about the situation is worse than what actually happened. Your feelings about this situation is worse than what actually happened. And you can't be like that in this new phase, because you're going to have new levels and new devils, new success, new prosperity, new rewards, new heights, new levels of success. And you cannot afford to have the mentality of a victim, of someone who catastrophizes things, who blow things out of proportion, who doesn't have a clear perception of reality because they're caught in their emotions. You have to get out of that space. You have to join the sun. The sun is here. Emotional storm reverse. Right? This is teaching you to temper your feelings. Temperance could also be here. Control your emotions. Regulate your emotions. Turmoils, unstable, affected. This is being completely out of your mind with grief and sorrow to the point where it's Cancer, you're being ridiculous right now. You are being ridiculous. Whatever it is that you've lost, this happened a long time ago. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel sad about losing someone that you loved that's important to you, but it's like you're wallowing in stewing in self-pity to the point where it's like you've died with this person. My condolences if somebody passed away when you were younger or recently, or the marriage ended. It's like you've died with this relationship. So life has ended for you. All this black and white. Life ended for you when this thing ended. Suppose somebody died 15 years ago. So it's like I don't think you're aware of how deeply this affected you. You just took this grief and this depression as the norm. Loss, grief, depression, turmoils, unstable, affected. You cannot afford to be like this with the sun, with opportunities, with success, with money, with fame, with alignment to purpose, with people looking up to you. People need you to be stronger than this. You're doing too much, Cancer. It's not that serious. Even if it is that serious, it's still not that serious. Let's continue with Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What else do we need to know for Cancer? Advice for Cancers, please. What's happening? There's a Ten of Swords here, World card, maybe a Tower. The Devil is definitely here. The Moon is here in some capacity. Even if they don't come up, this is what's surrounding the energy of the reading. What's happening? We have Three of Wands, Aries energy. So this is a card of standing still and waiting for the opportunities that you have worked for to come towards you. It's almost like the first phases of a project, right? The Ace of Wands is, I have an idea for a new project. Two of Wands, here's how we're going to get this done. Three of Wands, here are the first steps that we're taking or making to get this, thing working, to get this project off the ground. Now you're waiting to see if you're on the right track. You're waiting for a response from the universe, some sort of assurance, affirmation, confirmation. You're waiting for confirmation you're on the right track and the right path. And you are on the right path. Queen of Swords, yes, confirmation from the universe. This could be a job interview. This could be a critic, a reviewer, a doctor, a lawyer, a psychiatrist. You want some advice or insight or a message from an objective third party. This could be you also. This is Libra energy. This could be you, potentially, but you're waiting to hear something new or to hear some news that will give you confirmation, that will affirm you in some way, that will give you confirmation you're on the right path. We got air and fire. Not no water. Air and fire moves very fast. But you're being told to slow down. Something has to get burned away. You may need to speak to a therapist, psychiatrist. Somebody could give you a message that there's a new beginning, there's a new start for you, a new endeavor, a new business, new job, new opportunities. It's coming, but you can't be here when this is coming your way. It's like there's so much at stake here. People need you to show up and be who they need you to be, or who they think you are, or who you actually are. They need you to show up in your full person to fulfill some sort of obligation, either to yourself, to the collective, to your employers. You can't be here wallowing in self-pity, lounging around all day, sulking, unproductive, confused, insecure. Whatever happened to you here it's holding you back. This lifelong sorrow, grief, pain, insecurity, sadness, like there's no room for this. You don't have any room for this here. It's a Wheel of Fortune coming too. What's this Page of Wands? Wheel of Fortune is on his way. Jupiter is in Cancer. The Ten of Swords, right. Page of Fire, Ten of Swords. The Page of Fire is, so once this situation ended with an air sign, or once you receive a no, or something ended, a phase ended, you had the opportunity to start over again. And I think you did do that. I think you learned something new. You had a new idea. You put yourself out there, but you're still dealing with the baggage of the loss of this old phase. There was a major ending that took place over the past 14 years. Either divorce, either, breakup of a family, something dramatic and traumatic happened to you that changed your life drastically. And I don't think you understood how deeply this affected you. And so you just accepted that, it's just the way that I am. I'm naturally a sullen person. I'm naturally quiet and introverted. That's not true. Something happened and it suppressed something within you. I'm not gonna say it killed something in you. It did not. You may have not lost a piece of yourself, but you feel broken, like something or someone broke you, and you don't know how to put yourself back together. Well, whatever it is you're going through, you better figure it out, because blessings and opportunities are coming your way. After a major ending, there's a whole new beginning here. You have to change the way you think about yourself and the world and your relationship to it. Change the way you think about the past The way you think it, the way you're thinking about it is making it worse than what it is. 10 of Swords. But this ending was actually setting the stage for a new opportunity, new life, new beginnings. Something wasn't a good fit for you anyway. You are emotionally attached to the idea of what you thought you lost. That's the problem. You're too sentimental. You're still reminiscing about what used to be, your childhood, or, an old situation when you were younger, whatever. Things have changed drastically for you. Libra could be here, potentially. You could have Libra in your chart. The Wheel of Fortune. I saw this in my mind's eye before I pulled this card. The Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter's in Cancer, Sagittarius energy. This is good luck and good opportunities coming your way. You do not have the right to be here. The universe, your co-workers, your family, your friends, they need you to be strong. You have to get out of this funk. There is no room for this. That's it. No room for depression. I'm not saying that depression is not real. It is, but your depression is being exacerbated by the way you're thinking about what happened. Your thought process about what happened. Oh my God, my life is over because I got a divorce, because I'm ashamed. It's like, it's not even that serious. Nobody even cares about it as much as you do. The people who you think are hurting about it are not as devastated or broken as you think. If you feel guilty about something, the guilt may be, justified, but you're making it worse because you can't fix what happened. All you can do is try to be better and do better and learn from your mistakes in the past. You have learned from your mistakes. That's why you're here, but you're wallowing in them. You're not moving on from them. You are self-flagellating. You're abusing yourself with these feelings. It's like you are punishing yourself. And you don't have the right to do this anymore. People need you. Somebody needs you. Your children need you. Co-workers need you. Family needs you. Society needs you. You don't have the right to be here anymore. 2 of Cups. New opportunities coming in. Harmony, balance, Cancer energy. The 2 of Cups could be a new lover, a new friend, a harmonious relationship with yourself. Something great is coming towards you that will resonate with you emotionally. It's going to bring harmony to your life or restore harmony to your life. You go from 10 swords to 2 of Cups. 10 of Swords to 2 of Cups. This is going to be an emotionally rewarding, fulfilling experience if you're open to it. If you're not, you're going to stay here in this nonsense. So this slowdown period, the reason why this opportunity is being delayed, whether it's an opportunity for a new relationship, a new job, a new home, whatever, a new beginning, a new start, is being delayed because you're still here. So once this opportunity comes your way, this is going to make you sabotage it again. You won't be able to enjoy it to its full capacity or its full extent because you're still here. So you get a big, beautiful home. The home becomes a mess, hoarding, clutter, nastiness. You get a new job. You're not performing as well as you should be. You're showing up late to work. Right? You're making mistakes. A new relationship. Somebody comes to you. You're doing the same things you did before. You're making the same mistakes as you did in the previous relationship. You're not showing up. You're not engaging. The same nonsense because you can't let go of the past and what you thought it represented. What's going on with 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, please? 3 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. 3 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, please. This is the Knight of Wands. This could be, a fire sign, a messenger of fire, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you could have dealt with a cheater, a liar in the past, somebody who deceived you in some way, shape, or form. You could also feel like you were lied to by your belief systems. Like you believe that if you took this path in life, this outcome was assured. Because Cancers are very risk averse. They tend to plan their lives ahead of time or plan certain things to avoid being emotionally vulnerable. So you may have believed that if you did this, then you would get that. And something didn't pan out the way you expected. And now you're bitter and wallowing in anger and self-hatred. And you're kind of mad at the universe. You're kind of like pouting with the Four of Cups. Pouting at God, like, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care about these new opportunities because I lost what I really wanted. But something coming your way is way better than what you've lost. Almost like Job in the Bible. Job did everything that God wanted him to do. Job was a good person, but Job was still punished. Lost his family, his children, got sick, diseased, lost everything. Now, Job could have said, F you, God, I don't want to hear what you have to say. But Job remained faithful. And Job was rewarded at the end of his trials and tribulations with even more than what he lost. So there's a potential for you to gain even more than what you think you've lost. If you just open up your arms and accept the gift, the other cup. There can be Four of Cups here too. So this is a messenger of fire. You feel like you were lied to by someone or lied to by the system or your belief systems, your values. Get education, get married, do this, do that. And something didn't work out either way. But it wasn't meant for you. We got the 7 and the 10 of Swords. So you, felt like you were betrayed and lied to by someone or something or a belief or value system. An ideology. Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords, please. Clarify the Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Ace of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. 10 of Wands, Empress. There's a potential here. You're not here yet. You're the 10 of Swords. This Page of Wands opportunity could lead to the Ace of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, the King of Pentacles. It's almost like you'll have a lot of blessings coming your way to the point where you won't even be able to manage it, right? You'll have a hard time managing all of this new stuff. And if you're not grounded, you'll feel overwhelmed. So this Empress and this King of Pentacles and this 9 of Pentacles has so much power that they know how to manage their energy. They know how to control their energy. They know how to transmute and basically, what am I looking for? They're learning how, they know how to take inspiration and enthusiasm and opportunities and turn them into something tangible, something practical and grounded. So this is you getting control over your passions, your emotions, your ideas. These are opportunities coming your way. But if you're not grounded, they can become overwhelming. The 10 of Swords. If you're not overwhelmed by them, you can take each of these wands, one at a time, and turn them into 9 pentacles. Different sources of income, right? Different opportunities, new home, new relationship, new businesses, new endeavors, new friends. All these pentacles represent something new in your life, a new path, a new beginning, okay? The number 9 represents endings as well. So this is you becoming very financially stable if you know how to manage your energy effectively and not get overwhelmed by 9 of, it's not here, different card, hold on. And not get overwhelmed by all these gifts and possibilities and opportunities coming your way. So you could end up sabotaging yourself by not managing your energy effectively because your bandwidth is limited by the depression and the sorrow you feel about an old lover, an old job, the old cycle. The past 14 years from 2007 till 2023 were very difficult for many Cancerians because number 1, you're dealing with Saturn energy, which is an enemy to the moon, and dealing with Pluto energy, which is also very difficult for the moon to deal with. So you may have lost things that were sacred to you, lost very important relationships, felt homeless, felt powerless, like you lost everything you valued. And now you felt like orphaned or something. There's some anger here. But you lost those things because I guess you losing those things is making space or making a way for something bigger and better to come into your life. So read the book of Job in the Bible. You guys could have that kind of redemption. There's a redemption song here. Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Cups. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Cups, please, for Cancer. We have the Empress and King of Pentacles. This could be a couple, husband and wife. Or this could be you elevating in status in some way. Venus and Venus energy. Money, self-esteem, self-worth, beauty, harmony, balance, refinement. 5 of Wands and 7 of Wands. You beating the competition. 3 of Wands is here and the 2 of Wands is here. So the 5 of Wands represents competition, conflict, and you being victorious over that. Okay, the 5 of Wands could be external conflict or internal conflict. In many ways, this could be the devil. You defeating your own shadow in a sense, or other people. There could be people competing for the job that you want, for the partner that you want, for the home that you want. The stars are aligned in your favor. So whatever it is you want, you're going to get it. Even if you don't think you deserve it. Jupiter in Cancer is making you very fortunate at this time, and you may not even notice this, but because you've been through such a difficult time period, just think of it this way. If you felt like life was unfair to you by taking things away from you that you worked hard for, life is about to be unfair again by giving you things you don't think you deserve. Giving you positive things, giving you gifts that you don't think you deserve. There could be people more qualified for that job or qualified for that relationship, right? You could be competing for someone's affections and, you know, the competition is fierce. Beautiful women, beautiful men, beautiful bodies. They all got more money than you. They're more successful, but for some reason you get this person, right? Something like that. If you felt like the universe was unfair towards you in a negative way, it's about to be unfair towards you in a very positive way. Let us continue, please. One more card, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is winning over the competition. 7 and 5 is 12. That's 3 of Wands. New beginnings, new endeavors, new opportunities. You've planted some seeds. 3 is Jupiter also. So it's like whatever seeds you planted in the past, even if you feel like you don't deserve this in some way, shape, or form, you've paid off some karmic debt, and God saw you the entire time. God saw you suffering and miserable for years. I'm getting years with this. Sorrow and emotional storm and a 10 of Swords. 4 years you were suffering. So because of all those years of suffering, you're going to get something to restore your faith. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, please. And Wands are about activity, movement, energy, good fortune. The Sun is also here. This is the Sun and this is the Sun. Both of these are Sun cards. Leo energy. You're fighting for your happiness, or you're going to receive some sort of like abundance that seems to be miraculous out of nowhere or undeserved. But you deserved it because you lost things that you really put effort into. 10 of Pentacles. Come on now. Transformation reverse. The Death in reverse now. I usually read the cards upright, but why am I keeping this reverse? You thought that things were over for you. This is transmutation. You planted the seeds for this to happen. This is not a whole new beginning per se, right? This is you receiving positive karma. So even though something appeared to have ended, you have planted energetic seeds for this future outcome. That's the reverse of the Death card. So Death upright would have been, okay, clear cut from the past. The world is not here. The Fool isn't here. The Magician is not here. Judgment's not here. This is something that you've invested in and worked on in the past, or this is Dharma from positive actions you have, from positive actions in the past. Previous positive actions and behavior. You were a good person. You were generous. You were kind. You were loving. You were forgiving. You were trusting. All these things, and it didn't work out anyway. That's why you were so bitter in the beginning. But it seems like, and don't question this either. This is why you have to get out of this space. Don't have imposter syndrome saying, I don't deserve this because there are people more qualified than me. They're better than me. She's prettier than me. Why did he choose me over her? He's more handsome than me. Why did he choose him over me? Like, don't do this. That's why you're stuck right now. Because with this stuff coming towards you, you're going to sabotage it by thinking you don't deserve it and go back to the same old nonsense, the same old self-defeating habits and routines that caught you up the first time. So the universe is conspiring. The Three of Pentacles is here. Who is here? Well, I'm getting 3 Pentacles and it's not here. The Three of Wands is here. The universe is conspiring to give you what you think you don't deserve. It works both ways. Some people get blessings that they did not, quote unquote, work for. And some people receive karma that they did not deserve. But it works both ways. If you keep going and you stay positive, at some point the universe will give you something you don't think you deserve in a positive way. All these riches and fortunes and fame. You see, people who are really, really nasty and lazy and disrespectful have all these blessings. Do you think they deserve that? You know, morality is subjective on the other side. In the 5D. It's subjective. You don't have to work for none of this. So you're going to think, I don't deserve it because I'm not pretty enough. I'm not handsome enough. I don't make enough money. I don't have a degree. I'm this. You're going to be given a gift. A gift of abundance, of love, of opportunity, of blessings. And you have to be prepared to accept this with open arms. 2 of Cups. Be prepared to receive it and not sabotage it with your insecurities because of what happened in the past. Bad things always happen to me, so why even try? I had bad luck. God hates me. I'm cursed. Let us continue. For Cancers. This is divine providence. This is serendipity. Let us continue, please. Good fortune. What's happening for Cancers? Sensuality and cheer up. Okay, go with the flow. Water energy. We have sensuality. Express your sensuality. 2 of Cups. A lot of planets in your 5th house. Venus, the Sun, Mercury. Okay, but sensuality isn't just about sexual behavior. It could also be about connecting with the senses again. Touch, taste, smell, sight, hearing, reconnecting with the world, getting grounded in your own body by doing things that you love and enjoy, feeling reconnected with God in some sense, right? This is 5th house energy, potentially. Venus is also senses and sensuality, and so is Mars. We have cheer up, live in the moment, 5th house energy. So there's positive things coming your way. These are not cards of precaution and warning. These are cards of, listen, things are looking up for you. Look on the bright side. We'll see what's happening. Let me get a healing energy and I'm done. Healing energy and I'm finished. Let me get a healing energy oracle for Cancer, please. And then we'll close it out and go to Leo. Thank you for your patience, Cancer. 1 card, please, for Cancer. Unconditional love. Joy is here again. My heart is free from resentments towards others, including God and yourself. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. I will say this. Once these blessings come, you're going to feel very uncomfortable. You're going to feel uneasy, as if you're waiting for something bad to happen right after. You guys could have an afflicted moon, Saturn in Cancer, Saturn conjunct the moon in Capricorn opposing the sun in Cancer, Saturn conjunct the moon in Cancer, Saturn square ascended in Cancer, something like this, something going on with your moon where there's this like boomerang effect, or this ricochet, slingshot. As you draw back, something is going forward. It's like a pendulum swinging. You've gone through such a long negative cycle that you're afraid of being happy. The Nine of Wands is here. You're afraid of being happy. It's uncomfortable for you to be happy. You feel like you don't deserve to be happy. There's going to be survivor's remorse here. You're going to feel survivor's remorse. You're going to feel guilty for being happy. You're going to feel afraid. That is okay. Those are normal emotions. But make sure that while you're waiting for these new opportunities to come, you clean up all that mess as much as possible. Clean up all the imposter syndrome, survivor's guilt. Clean up all the mess that would make you unappreciative of the blessings coming your way. On the one hand, you're mad at God because you feel like you were treated unfairly. But God's about to treat you unfairly in another way, in a positive way, where you're getting blessings and that other people would not get, were not for you being in this cosmic cycle. There's an opportunity for some sort of a wish coming true in your love life and finances and career. Like all the key points, all the milestones in your life are being touched or something like that. You're going to make some important milestones. And then you'll feel like, oh my God, I have everything I've ever wanted. Now I feel sad or sorry for the person who I was in the past. I feel bad for the people I left behind. I feel bad for my ex. Please, whatever it is that makes you feel guilty for being happy and successful, or being abundant, or not having to work hard, or receiving blessings, please get rid of that now, because it's going to make this experience less pleasurable. And then the universe will say, are you ungrateful for this? Do you need to suffer more? Do you want to suffer some more? Right? Like when a parent says, I'm going to give you something to cry about. Since you want to cry all day, I'm going to give you something to cry about. So get out of this funk before these blessings come, because you're going to sabotage it if you don't get it together. Okay, Cancer? Joy. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Simplicity. Not overthinking, oh my God, my life is great, but what's going on in Gaza is bad. Oh my God, my life is great, but my cousin doesn't have what they want. It's just like doing too much. Just focus on your happiness first, and then find ways of making other people's lives a little easier. It's not your responsibility, but if that's what you want to do, make sure you're grounded first. Stop trying to save people before you save yourself. Then getting mad when you don't have anything, and selfish people who don't care about anybody have everything you want. They have everything you want because they don't care about nobody else. They only care about themselves. They put themselves first. You have to learn how to do that. And Cancers have a hard time with that because Cancers are moon energy. This is the codependent, the mother figure, right? I'm only a mother because I'm nurturing and caring for a child. That is my identity, right? My light comes from the sun. It doesn't come from me. It comes from people appreciating what I do for them. Cancer energy, you have to get out of that and step into your sun, your 5th house. Get away from the moon and step into the light. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. Now, does this look like joy to you at all? This is all moon energy. This is all moon energy here. The moon is not the most joyful planet. I'm sorry. It's not. It may, represent our emotions, but the moon is one of the most challenging planets to deal with because the moon it's not the source of light. It's a source of connection and feeling, but the feelings are usually not positive. They're like codependent. Like my feelings for you have an impact on the way that I see the world, have an impact on how I feel about myself, right? The way that you make me feel, or the way that you're treating me is making me feel like what? Like someone else has an impact on how you see the world. The sun doesn't care about that. The sun does what it wants to do. I don't care if you're mad or not. I'm gonna have a good time, right? So this is, if you see a Leo and a Cancer at a party, as an example, you know, the music could suck at the party and people are just not having a good time. Leo will be in the middle of the floor. Leo will just be dancing to their own beat, doing their own thing, loud, proud. And a Cancer be in the corner, just like, oh, this is the wrong song. Nobody wants to dance with me. It's nonsense, Cancer. Come on now. Before you can enjoy this abundance, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Empress, this is immense wealth. Jupiter in Cancer is also immense wealth. People think just, you know, Taurus is just wealth. No, Cancer is immense wealth too. Because Cancer represents fertility and abundance as well. But this is the fertility and abundance that comes from children giving birth. Your children are the source of your wealth in many cultures. So Taurus may be the money, the cash, the land, the real estate, but Cancer is like fertility itself, giving birth to a child that you'll be able to pass your wealth down to. Now the wealth is maintained in the family. It's perpetuated, right? Those children that you're pouring into, they'll be able to take care of you when you're older, right? You'll have grandchildren to look after, to keep you young, that kind of wealth. So Jupiter is also, and Cancer is also wealth. It's not just Taurus. So you have a lot of wealth coming to you. Wealth of experience, wealth of love. Whatever you've lost, you're getting it back tenfold. Let me count the major arcana and we're out. We got 10, 13, that's 23. Is that, I think one more. 23, 26, that's number 8, the Strength card. And I mentioned the Devil being here. You're going to have to be strong against your natural impulses to be miserable. A lot of Cancers like being miserable. It's comfortable for them to be miserable and upset about something. It doesn't matter if it happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they just like being miserable. I'm not saying they're bad people, just like being miserable. Because then people say, oh, what's wrong with you? They get a lot of pity, you know, self-pity. They want people to feel sorry for them. They want people to save them, somebody to save them from their self-pity. And no, you have to get out of that. You have to save yourself. Save yourself by going towards your sun. Get out of the moon space, okay? All right, Cancers, thank you for listening. Look forward to your feedback. If you want to order personal reading from me, the link's in the description box. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.